Los Angeles or halfway across the world. Yeah, I love traveling personally. Someone once said, the world is a book. If you don't travel, you've only read a page. I think this quote describes it perfectly, because when you travel, you get to see new people, see new things, try new things. I traveled so far to Hawaii, Costa Rica, and Spain, all of which were similar in some ways, different in others. When I went to Hawaii, I realized that although it is part of the United States, it was very different. It has its very own culture, as you could tell by the language, aloha, they incorporate that as well as English. And while I was over there, I got to parasail. Has anyone ever heard of parasailing? It's when the parachute, the boat pulls you. Well, yeah, that was one of the nice adventurous things I got to do while out there. I thought it was pretty amazing to be 50 feet above the ocean water and just get to see the island from that perspective. It's also kind of ironic because I'm scared of heights. Yeah. Slowly, though, I've overcome my fear of heights, because then when I went to Costa Rica last year, I got to go ziplining. Ziplining is when you have one cable attached to one tree, and then you glide across the forest, and you are all of a sudden on a totally different part of the forest. And you're 50 feet plus higher above the ground. So that was definitely an adventure that my mom didn't approve of when she heard that I did that. But yeah, also in Costa Rica, I saw that there was a difference in the people. They were a lot more humble than I've seen. They lived day to day. Some people didn't have very much to live off of, but I never saw anyone sad. Everyone was always happy. They lived by the motto, pura vida, pure life, and they like to live on a day-to-day basis and enjoy every moment of it. However, even if they don't have much to live off, they do enjoy the things that they do have. So just seeing the different perspectives in Hawaii and Costa Rica really gave me a lot to learn. And my last trip was to Spain, as you can see. I was there studying abroad this past summer, where I took two Spanish classes, and I got to live the history of the country on a day-to-day basis just by walking the streets. I would get to see different monuments, interact with different people, which they weren't always the nicest, by the way. But what my favorite part about being out there was living through the World Cup. I love soccer. So when they won and I got to live through the celebrations, it was amazing because I got to see how much passion one country has for one sport. So that really, all these trips gave me a different perspective on life, just on, how many things exist out there, and how interacting with different people really give you a more open mind. So I would really encourage all of you guys to go out and travel, like I said, whether it be 2 hours north in LA, because the style is definitely different than here in San Diego. I was out there living for 4 years. Or, just travel. I really, really recommend it whenever you get the chance.